Stop scrolling if you like your romance with a side of danger. This is why you should never make a deal with a man who owns the city. Like, subscribe, and tell me, would you run, or would you stay? Let's begin. The air in the Don's study smelled of expensive bourbon and cold iron. Elena stood before Dante Moretti, the man they called the Silent King. Her father's gambling wasn't just a mistake. It was a death sentence. Dante leaned back, his tailored suit straining against broad shoulders, his dark eyes tracing the line of Elena's throat, like a predator marking its prey. The debt is 10 million. Elena, he rasped, his voice a low vibration that made her skin prickle. Your father doesn't have it. But he has you. He didn't offer a choice. He offered a contract. 1 year of marriage to solidify his image, and the debt would be erased. When his hand brushed hers to hand her the pen, the heat was electric, a sudden, searing contrast to his icy reputation. The silk of her wedding dress felt like a taunt. Back at the Moretti estate, the door clicked shut behind them. Elena turned, her heart hammering against her ribs, to find Dante already shedding his jacket. The moonlight caught the tattoos creeping up his neck, symbols of a life built on violence. He stepped into her space, the scent of sandalwood and rain overwhelming her senses. You're trembling, he whispered, his thumb catching her lower lip and pulling it down just enough to reveal her breathy gasp. He didn't kiss her, not yet. Instead, he leaned down, his lips ghosting over the sensitive curve of her ear. In this house, you are mine. But I don't take what isn't given. I want you to want to give it to me. His hand slid down her spine, undoing the first button of her dress with agonizing slowness. Weeks passed in a haze of lingering glances and touches that lasted a second too long. Elena was falling for the monster. But then, she found it, the ledger in his desk. Her father lost the money to a casino. He had lost it to one of Dante's front companies. The entire debt was a setup. Dante hadn't married her to save her. He had hunted her. When she confronted him, screaming with tears in her eyes, Dante didn't deny it. He pinned her against the mahogany desk, his grip firm but strangely desperate. I've watched you from the shadows for years, Elena. You were never going to look at a man like me unless I forced your hand. Now that you're here, do you really want to leave? As he leaned in, his mouth inches from hers, the heavy oak doors burst open. Dante's lead enforcer stood there, face pale. Don, the Bratva, found the safe house. They don't want the money anymore. They want the bride. Dante's eyes turned pitch black. He reached into his waistband, pulling a silver-plated pistol and handing it to Elena. If they get past me, use this. But if you survive the night, Elena, we finish what we started on that desk.